Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of Hermitcraft Season 4 with me, FalseSymmetry. And today we are back. I'm back from holiday and I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to work on some awesome projects. And as you can tell, over here, I'm not on my main base for a little while. I'm actually over at the squid farm that I built and it's working. It's working perfectly. No one is on right now other than myself and my second self, I guess. And yeah, so I thought I would start working on this because in a live stream ages ago I made all the walls sandstone with stairs on top so that we wouldn't get any spawns and not have any issues. It also, if you can tell, I put half slabs up there so that nothing can spawn on it, and also, whoa, hello, and also, yeah, nothing can fall down into it as well, which is very nice. We can't actually get through. Oh, hey friend, how you doing? So I thought I would work on this a little bit today. Now, some of it will be done in Hermitcraft. Some of it also might be planned out in creative mode. Now, the things that I plan out in creative mode might not actually be able to be done just yet. There are a few things I need to move around and sort out, placements of things. But the main thing I want to do is start on wall designs, and these walls are actually quite big. I don't know if you can quite tell. These walls are actually a little bit big, so I kind of want to start doing that, and using a lot of just sandstone, which is something I try to not do usually. I usually like to add loads of detail and loads of blocks and stuff, but this time I want to keep it quite simple. Quite simple. I want it to be quite temple-y. I want it to be quite maybe Aztec themed perhaps in certain ways, and yeah, I mean it is kind of Aztec in the sense that it is almost a pyramid, but it is the wrong way around, so I guess that doesn't really help. But anyway, we did also at some point make a stairway into this. The reason I don't use it though is one, because it lets mobs in quite easily. I haven't got a design for it, and also it is quite a long walk, so we're not using that quite yet. We're going to be using ender pearls for the time being, I think, and I don't know why this block's missing. That is a random one. I do think we need to collect some sandstone though, so we might have to do that first. But one thing I do want to do is get rid of all of this along here and have just glass going all the way along. So I'm going to do that, and I'll catch you guys in a second when we have started coming up with some design ideas. Look at all those squid ink. Okay, so I just finished what I said I would do, which is make this whole thing along here glass. It is dug out towards the actual wall inside in there, and I've decided that this actually works really, really nicely as a nice walkway. Now, it doesn't look super grand right now, but this makes me, gives me ideas to build more on the outside, the exterior of this, rather than inside only. I do kind of want to get rid of that wall in there. I don't know how that would look. We could probably hop over and maybe kind of try and dig it out here. Let's see what this looks like. Is this quite where it is? I think it might be. In fact, that looks kind of perfect. I don't want any mobs to spawn anywhere though. That's the only problem. I also don't want to fall in, because otherwise it'll be very difficult to get back up here without ender pearls. And I think if we dig all this out all the way to the floor, we might possibly have an idea going on. There we go, like that, perhaps. I don't know, maybe I'll put it back, but from here, that's got to be pretty impressive with the lava going, right? Yeah, look at that. I mean, when these walls are done, that would look pretty impressive, I think. So, with that, I think we need to build a portal over here. Now, I'm just going to put it temporarily just down, because I want to move that one there. That one's in the way. So, I think if we put it like somewhere like here, I don't quite have enough obsidian on me right now, but we will figure it out, I'm sure. So, I will go like so, and then I'll put one there. I'll put another glass block there, because why not? And then it looks like we need to, as long as I've got flint and steel, we're okay. We're not going to get stuck here. In fact, I think there's plenty of iron and stuff anyway, so even if I did get stuck here without flint and steel, I would be fine. But I don't think I've got enough obsidian, so we're going to quickly dig up this portal and hope that they attach to one another, because there are some portals in the nether that are a little bit close to this one, which makes me a little bit worried. So let's dig up some of these. I think that's probably enough for now. We will remove the rest of it. Look at that. That looks pretty cool, actually. I might make it bigger and fatter and just generally a better portal, perhaps. That looks weird. Let's get rid of these ones and put an obsidian in there since we have spare. Just because that glass is really off-putting. I don't know why. It's just very, very odd. But let's go through here. Let's check that it hops and connects to the other one. Hops into the nether, there we go, and then we go back through, and we should be, if we have a stake, No, couldn't have time to eat that. End up at a nice angle for this. So I think I might smooth out these stairs so they go right up to that even more. So, but yeah, there we go. That's the nice little walkway, and I might make up there quite safe as well. Have some sandy gardens, perhaps. I don't even know, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then you have the wow, oh my god, it's massive kind of deal. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. And I'm pretty happy with it. I even started doing that wall there just to see what it would look like being all sandstone. And I think it's better than leaving it stone for now, at least, because at least I can think up some cool ideas for that. It's like a clean canvas, whereas that's just a bit messy right there. Can't quite tell how much I have of a wall to put a design on. So, yeah, pretty cool. But Azuma has logged on, so we are getting like 0 squid, which is the only problem with this farm. It literally works only when one person's on. RIP. Okay, so before I go to sleep on the server, I am over there somewhere by my bed, ready to sleep, pretty safe. I have been working from above, and I thought it looks really cool from up here in my spectator account, so I would show you guys my plan this way, basically. Obviously that portal there looks very separate at the moment. It will be part of the design at some point soon. I do actually want to build some kind of gate or some kind of archway, perhaps, there. I don't know if it'll quite work either side of this, since it's not that big, but I don't know. Basically, I've got grand ideas, but this really isn't that grand of a project. I mean, it is big, but it's not big. That's really difficult to explain, but you know what I mean. So basically, these little corners here are where I'm planning on putting some kind of tower. I think a tower would look really cool. Possibly, if the towers look cool and are tall enough, I could build some kind of balcony above them. Have the section under here as just a water pool, perhaps, or something similar, with, you know, sugarcane and what are they called, lily pads and things like that on it. And yeah, just kind of bring in some greenery as well, because we've got the cactus, and I really like how the cactus, you know, looks in a desert, and the water as well. Those are two things and two colours that are very much in the desert. And also the orange clay, which is over here at this desert temple, which I believe I've already gutted. Actually, saying that, I think someone else already gutted it out. But yeah, that's basically what this is looking like for now. Obviously, it won't have just loads and loads of torches everywhere. I'm hoping that what I can do is make everything inside this blocked in area, which hopefully should have a wall or some kind of way that the mobs can't get in, and have it safe inside, so everything inside is like lit up, but everything outside the wall is not. So that's possibly the idea, just so that the torches don't look so messy, because I've even put them up there. I've got like a bit of a perimeter going on, and yeah, that's probably what's going on. So I think what I'm going to do is head into creative. We're going to see if we can come up with some cool designs. This here will be filled in with sand, that there as well, just because I wanted to kind of terraform the sand a little bit. And maybe on parts where there are mountains, I will put the sand up against the tower, so it looks like there's been a bit of a sandstorm or something like that. Yes, the doo-doo-doos are going to go in the comments right now. And we'll see. So I'm going to hop into creative mode, come up with some cool tower designs perhaps, and we will see how they maybe look in this design right here. Okay, so I have been playing around with tower designs, and this is my first design I've come up with. To be honest, I quite like it. I think I might simplify it a little bit on the second one and try it out. So this is basically the corner. This would go down, but beyond this gold block here, it would go down as like a pillar. So it's being held up on that corner, because that will be going over a massive large gap, which would be right here, which is where the squid farm is. So I quite like that. I really like having these leaves with it, and the gold, and the flags. As much as the flags don't touch the pole, that's fine. I don't think it's going to be a problem. We'll just... It's Minecraft. We've got to deal with things like that. That's not really much we can do, I don't think. So, yeah, that's pretty much my first design. I think I'm going to try and come up with something simpler than that, although I quite like this. I will have a think about it. I've only done really the front of it. These bits here aren't quite done, as you can tell. But this is the main view of it. Quite like it, but let's see if we can come up with something simpler that still has the same kind of vibe. Second design done, and it looks way better. It was a way better decision to redo it, and I've just simplified the shapes that I did here. This was just off the top of my head. I did see a cool design that used something similar to this. It was a much, much bigger design on a much, much bigger scale. The gold thing on the top, but it's like meant to be a dome. It's not quite a dome. I guess I could get rid of the top and it would be more like a dome. Nah, I quite like it with a little point on top. And yeah, I much prefer this design. I think it's because of it's a mix of the smooth sandstone and less kind of weird shapes. So like these double windows here didn't work very well. That then also the fact that there was just too much, just this sandstone, normal sandstone. It was just too much, and it kind of works really nice to do the main build in mostly smooth, and then have the little detail parts in the normal sandstone. I think that works really, really well. I've also added the idea of having water on these two sides, so that when you're in the middle of it, you could look around, you can see water all the way around, which is cool. Squid shouldn't really spawn in those areas. Have I got that weird glitch going on again with half slabs? I do. Why? Why half slabs? Why you do this? It's so strange. It's so strange. It's so weird. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. That one even more so. Like, it's an odd one. I don't know why Minecraft haven't fixed that yet. But anyway, yeah, I really, really like this design. This is the one I'm going to build, so let's go ahead and get on the Hermitcraft. And I'm going to say roll the time lapse, but I'm not, because I don't think I have these materials ready to roll for a time lapse. But we will see. So let's get going and build this thing. Back at the jellyfish base, and we are lucky enough to actually have a really, really good amount of sandstone. So, you know what that means. Let's go ahead and roll that time lapse. Okay, so I have done one of the towers, and they are looking pretty funky right now. Look at that, pretty funky indeed. The one thing is that it doesn't really match the inside of that right now, and I'm not sure whether or not I should tweak that or tweak this. I think I'm going to tweak this and add some red sandstone, not red sandstone, red clay, or even orange clay, so it matches the temple over there. But yeah, we just need some more kind of warmer colours into this design. As much as we've got the gold, I've moved a lot of this gold up because it was hidden at the time of recording. I've left this one lower, I've added a pillar down to there, and I think it's just going to add a lot more depth to the design. Now, the only thing is, this doesn't look very, very pretty from down there, as you'll see in just a second. And yeah, I don't know how it's going to look. This is one of the builds where I think that it's not going to look very good when I'm working on it, but once it's finished, it'll look hopefully quite grand. I'm not sure. Sandstone isn't my forte, although this style in sandstone is a bit more my forte rather than my hotel. If you guys remember from the last season of Hermitcraft, I didn't really like the hotel in the end, but this, I mean, it looks okay. It might need to be less. I don't know. I'll tweak it if I need to, basically, is my point. But yeah, I think what I need to do is, I won't have enough time to build another one of these. That took a lot longer than I expected, recreating the whole thing, block for block, because there's a lot of stairs, half slabs in certain positions, and detail going on. Now let's have a quick look from inside. There isn't the best of views because of how it is. I mean, we get nice views from the side. We'll be able to see the portal over there. We can technically see the, you know, like temple over there and stuff. We can't really see this though. The corners don't have much of a view. I've added glowstone in the corners. So one thing that is missing is the flags and also the water streams in the corners. So I will be adding those things and then come back to you guys. And yeah, we won't be able to do all of them today, but one's enough to get a gist of how it's going to look. And I think it's going to be pretty grand, especially if I can connect them with little bridges as well, and then it'll look quite walled in, which might be quite nice, because then you'll be able to walk through there and then pop up in the middle. Let's have a quick look, a very, very quick sneak peek of how this looks from down here. It isn't very pretty, I mean, it looks okay. And I think with 4 of them in the corners, it'll look kind of cool. But it doesn't look like much, but we'll do these walls another time, and hopefully it will look cool. So I think it's just a bear with kind of project. We have to bear with it, and hope that it looks cool in the end. Because all the little parts of it will look cool, just hoping they work all together. And if not, I will make them work together. But yeah, let's add some details and hope that this works a little bit better with this, perhaps. Well, it's now night time. I've added a little bit of red, but not to the building themselves, to the floor outside. I think that's enough to make it work. I've also been trying out some stuff with having a line across here as well, and I quite like it. I think having these perhaps 3 thick, though, will actually work a lot better. So having it properly come from here might work quite nicely. It is dark though, and I've run out of smooth sandstone yet again. I keep doing that, keep running out of it. And what I'm going to do is actually place the go around and actually like remove the cactus in the vicinity of this area and place it in more particular positions, I guess. So like having them in a cluster just around the corner there, perhaps, you know, a little cluster over there, just having little clusters of them, which they are kind of in little clusters, but having them different heights also, and things like that, I think would be really, really nice. And yeah, I think that looks really, really cool, having little walkways like that, maybe a little arch here, perhaps even, just for this front one, could work quite nicely. I don't know how that would work. Let's have a quick look and just get an idea if that kind of idea would work nicely for this at all. I don't know if that's going to work. Obviously, it's not really attached, but yeah, something there could work, but I don't think I really want it blocking the area, so we're actually going to remove that for now. Got some guys coming to attack me. Please no, let me... Whoa, why did you disappear? That was freaky. That was really freaky. No, bad Zomble. Bad Zomble. Is there another one there? There is another one there. I'm out. I'm totally out. Goodbye. Catch you later. I love having wings. They're the handiest thing, but really, really looking forward to seeing how this looks. I think it's going to look really cool from down here as well once we've got detail in the walls. But anyway, to sleep. So it's becoming nighttime right now, and I thought I would show you guys what this looks like at nighttime, since I feel like it looks a little bit more special at nighttime, mostly because the whole thing glows. I mean, not very well right now since there's torches everywhere, but it is looking pretty cool. There we go. Up here you don't see the chests, so that's kind of handy. So this is what we've got going on. Oh, I did the wrong thing there. That red thing there, that arm, went the wrong way, apparently. Silly me. There we go. I'll have to tweak that. But there we go. This is what this is looking like. And each are going to have the yellow thing on top, or the gold thing on top. And I think this works okay. And we've got water coming all the way along here. So this view here is pretty fantastic. When we pick and choose the lighting so that it looks a little bit stronger, and not just dotted everywhere, I think this will look pretty cool. But yeah, I really, really like it. So let me know what you guys think. As always, let me know down below what you think needs to be added and things like that. I'm looking forward to the next episode working on this, but I don't know if that'll be the next one or not. Thursday or Saturday or Tuesday, I don't even know. Those are the 3 days my Hermitcraft videos go live. But anyway, guys, remember to leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already. But that is it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See ya!
When Stanley approached the end of the video, he clicked the subscribe button.